yo, screen on the left is live right now, and the one on the right is YouTube. About 10-second lag, probably like 5-second lag.
Yeah.
Comments are coming in hot. I will say that. Listen, this one's gonna be a little bit different than most of our shows. Most of our shows, we got
way different.
We got an artist up here. We do got a
yeah, we do got an
here,
artist.
You know, but for the most part, the artist is the one that's actually the main event. Today we got Snowman in the building. What's up, bro?
Big shout out. Make sure you get those shout outs to Big Snowman on there.
There you go, Big Snowman in the building. We got Temps in the building.
What's going on, gente? It's your boy Big Temps.
There you go. Salute for that super chat right there.
Yeah, no pistols. Yeah, it says no love for the red rag, no love for the Norteños. Somebody and somebody else are Buster lovers. It says Cholo Juan or Buster lovers.
Damn.
I wasn't gonna read the names, but you know what? I didn't write it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm here reporting the news, dog. You can't get mad at me.
Yeah, facts. Right. It is what it is. Damn, what we gonna do? What we gonna talk about? I mean,
you want to get into some news, or what you want to do?
Let's talk about real quick a little recap of the homie that came in yesterday.
I think he's got a lot of potential, dog.
Yeah.
You know, what I was saying earlier though is like, you know, like when you start off young, you guys remember like Bow Wow? He started young, but then when he got in his 20s, his career was done because he had already started. Like, so you think that plays a factor like that?
I think it does. What do you think, Tim?
Yeah, I think it does. You know what I mean? I feel consistency plays a big factor.
Yeah.
To get
you know
to get him to that level.
You know, so you know, good luck to the little homie. You know what I mean? And
yeah, for sure.
From what I heard, he's pretty talented. I mean,
Yeah,
no, he's got talent. Yeah.
I think it's your team too, homie. I think it's how you're raised and the team that comes up with you and who's really solid in your team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So with him, with his team, and from what I seen coming in here yesterday, he's got the ropes on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
no, definitely.
He's coming up solid and structured to the way that it should be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know.
Do you think reinvention? You know, like, you know, after 10 years of in a certain job field, do you feel like he may have to reinvent himself when he hits 23 and get and then 33 and then so on to keep momentum?
I mean, there's always progress. You know what I'm saying? And there's always room for progress. You know, you can't, in this game, you can't do the same thing over and over and over again. You have to, what's that word? You have to, and you have to adapt to the new generation.
Yeah.
You know, you have to adapt to the time. You know what I mean? As long as he does that, any individual in the rap game, as long as you do that, you should be good. You know what I mean?
Long career.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, he was dope, man. He handled everything very good, dog. And
yeah, he was level-headed. You know, he a youngster. He got a long way to go. He got a good team, and he knows how to rap. You know, that's the most important thing. And he got the look. He looks like the new youngsters that are out right now. So he fits right in.
Yeah, he could definitely rap though, dog. I mean, for being in, he said he's been rapping for like 6 months or something. I mean, and so that's he's pretty dope. He's got a lot of talent, man. So
shout out to little boy.
Yeah. Just, you know, whoever's investing in him, stay investing in him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Salute his dad. What was his dad's? He's a rapper too.
Yeah. I forgot the actual name, but he out there.
Yeah. Salute him.
Salute to the homie. Yeah. All right. Let's read off some news. What do you got going on today?
We got there's a little bit. We'll just touch down. It says here. It says Schoolboy Q says he had to cancel his Toronto show because of Drake, and then it says right here, they just canceled my show in Toronto. Y'all know who Schoolboy Q is?
Yeah.
They canceled my show in Toronto. Canadian police said they don't want nobody from TDE performing because he's from. That's where Kendrick's from. Top Dog Entertainment. Or TDE, Top Dog Entertainment. And so, they canceled this show, dog, like this flat out because he's from that record label.
From LA, but he's from LA too, and Drake ain't fucking with nobody from LA right now. Right?
Yeah, well, you don't think like YG could go perform out there?
Well, if you're cool with Drake, you probably could.
That's what I'm saying. Right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think he has it in for TDE. That's it for them.
Yeah, but
Schoolboy Q.
Like, what do you miss out a lot in Canada?
Hey, there's a big market out. I mean, how is Drake making his money? He's from Canada. He got all of Toronto behind him. They got like 8 million people there. I know I'm a numbers guy, but they got 8 million people in Toronto.
So where does he usually do his shows though?
Out here.
Yeah, but he does do a Canadian tour. He does.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
They got big cities like they got Vancouver, they got Ontario, they got where's he from again? I lost track. Toronto. Yeah. They got big giant cities, dog. They got millions and millions of people. So he tours there, and then he tours there.
It's a big chunk of the money, huh?
Well, especially from Canada. Yeah, that's where he's from. So now look, now you can't. Where 50 Cent did a show, it was over there in like Calgary or wherever the fuck it was. Like, you hear those hockey teams at their cities, and it was a big show.
Yeah,
you know, sure. Yeah. So that's a big market to lose out on. You know, definitely a million.
Yeah.
But I mean, they can still tour here, huh? Schoolboy Q could tour anywhere in America,
sure. But then that means that stops Drake from coming to Cali, then, right? Because if they stop, if they
stop Schoolboy Q, they'll stop him from coming this way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's just how it goes. You know.
Yeah.
It's like you fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck with you. You mess with my money, I'm gonna mess with your money. That's really, I mean, that's
and especially like that song, right? They Not Like Us. That this song, everybody on the all the fucking radio stations love Kendrick. They'll shut Drake down here.
Oh, yeah,
maybe not New York, but definitely here.
I like Drake more than I like Kendrick, dog. How about you?
You're fired.
I think Drake got it all around.
What are you talking about, bro?
Comment on that anymore.
I think
you like sweet chin music.
I like.
That's
Drake's,
what we call it. Sweet chin music.
I like Drake's fucking slow shit.
Sweet chin music.
I think it's fire.
Man, that's crazy.
That melody shit.
I didn't know that side of you, Blue Devil.
I fuck with it. I like
fuck with Drake.
I like that one album. Never Was the Same.
You be singing Hotline Bling to yourself?
Not that. Okay. That. The album Never Was the Same. The blue one where it had.
I don't know any of his
shit. That
shit
fire, dog.
Just that Hotline Bling one.
Not the radio shit.
Yeah, just the radio shit.
Know?
Oh, you've actually bumped like his albums.
Yeah, fool.
Oh shit.
You know, I like your shit.
Big Temps needs to sit down.
Shit. Yeah, read them at your own.
Did you see that Kobe's dad passed?
Yeah. I seen that he passed. Yeah. Well, I mean, on another note though, and not to be the dick, because you know it is what it is. Him and his
they didn't get along.
They didn't get along, but him and the wife, Kobe's mom, I heard they sold Kobe's championship ring.
That's whack, huh?
They were hurting for money.
No, the dad and the mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's because the wife probably wouldn't give them no money.
Well, that's because that they weren't in the will. Kobe Bryant left everything to his wife for a reason.
That's a good question. Even though you don't get along with your parents, do you think you should leave them some if you're rich?
I mean, I was raised different too. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I always have that respect. You gotta take care of your family. You know? So.
Yeah, I don't agree with that because I feel like some people's relationships just gone too far and it's too. You know, that's our culture though, you know, to give respect to our mom or dad. But what if like they were like ruthless to you your whole life? I'm not saying me, I had a good relationship with mine, you know, somewhat, but there's other factors.
I'd go to my kid though.
Huh?
You know, if that was the case, you know, it'd probably go to my kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Most
definitely.
But listen, Kobe is talking. You're talking about 500, 600 million rich. You're telling me you can't shoot 20 mil to your family?
Like, but he didn't. He did tell you that. He told you that in the will. He didn't give him nothing.
No, I know, but you're telling me that even though you hate these motherfuckers, it's like here's 20. Like,
and that's all I'm saying is we don't know how extreme that was. Just because they look like they were like a normal family with money or whatever. Yeah. Who knows what kind of environment they created for Kobe? Yeah, it could be vicious, and we don't see it like that. But he knows. He went to the grave with it. Like fuck it.
But then again, too, what happens is you get a hyena, and that hyena will brainwash you not to like your people. That has happened many times, dog. I know people that they get a hyena, and all of a sudden they don't know nobody no more. It's like what the fuck?
Yeah, sure.
What you mean? We were homies last week. Now
why are you talking about Playboy like that?
Now the hyena got you fucking erasing everybody's number.
Damn, dog,
not talking to nobody. Come on, fool. That shit happens, dog. Right or wrong?
Nah, it does happen. Yeah, it happens a lot.
It happens.
It happens. But I don't think that happened with them. I just think they had a bad fallout and
they hate her for something.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, because she was. You have to understand too, right? A lot of people. I don't know. You know a lot about Kobe, but remember he was on on Front Street for supposedly raping that girl in Colorado, the white girl. Yeah. Understand this: his wife stood by his side, didn't leave him, went to the press conferences. She was there, right? So when it's all said and done, she was there. And when I look at it, it only makes sense that he left her with everything. Yeah, like that's his bottom bitch. Held him down, dog. Whether he was right or wrong, whether they accuse him of rape or whatever, it was an accusation. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so maybe the parents felt like, well, that should be me, but they weren't holding him down.
Fuck it.
I feel bad though because Kobe's dad was a pro player.
Was he?
Yeah, he was an NBA player. Yeah, he was good. He was pretty solid.
Hey, I asked this to the young kid yesterday, but I think we were wrong on asking them, right? And I think it's more, a good question to ask here. Bad Baby made $57 million on OnlyFans. Like yesterday, I think I was at a line asking the little homie, right?
Why?
Because he's 13 years old, dog.
You know what I mean? You just asked him if it was. I
don't even remember what I asked him, but whatever.
It was about OnlyFans, though. Yeah,
I know I was at a.
Hey, times are different on all our situations, though. You know what I mean? You got to think about it like that. You know what I mean? Any way you can make that paper now.
But $57 million on OnlyFans.
That's crazy.
That's wild, huh? Yeah, going from being nobody to $57 million for that shit wild, dog.
That's crazy. That's a lot of dough. She already had money though, no? Yeah, that's the catch me outside girl.
Yeah, but probably not like that though. Like $57 million, probably a couple hundred G's and shit from like clothing brand merch deals and shit like that.
Yeah.
But OnlyFans shit, dog. It's crazy how a lot of random ass fucking hyenas are getting rich off of that shit like that.
So here's a good one. It says Payless. You guys ever shop at Payless? It's okay.
Oh yeah.
Payless pulled off a brilliant stunt by opening a fake luxury store called Balesi and selling their affordable shoes, the same shoes at Payless that were $20 to $40 for as much as $640.
I seen that. Yeah. Fooled everybody, huh?
Smart.
And everybody
marketing,
was like,
got them, yeah.
Everybody was like, oh, these are designer, these are fucking fire.
Yeah, Balesi, yeah. It's just Payless in Italian, probably.
Yeah. You ever had the Shacks growing up? You ever had the Shacks?
Hey, I can't talk about that right there. You know what I mean? We did. I had a pair. Yeah.
Man, I never had those. You had a pair of Shacks? No.
Yeah, I did. I thought they were Jordans, but they were just bootleg Shacks.
Yeah, bootleg Shacks. Were those the ones you get at like Walmart and shit? They're hanging.
The 3 for 10, or like 3 for 25, three pairs for like $20.
What about the all white ones that look like Air Forces at Walmart?
Yeah,
for like $20.
Yeah, I seen them. Yeah, I never got them though.
I only had one pair of Jordans. Well, no, not Jordans. One pair of Nikes growing up. My neighbor sold them to me.
Yeah, fuck, man, it was like rough getting a pair of Cortez back in the day. To us, they're expensive. Yeah, that's still expensive.
Back then, remember? Back then, they were $30 for the Cortez, dog. $35.
Like $100 now.
Yeah, now they're $90. Yeah, $95, bro. And they got discontinued for a while. The suede ones, the black ones. Right now they just got redropped with every color, like even like some weird ass looking colors.
Yeah.
But right now they made a comeback. Nasty, fool.
Yeah. Hey, we're at 1,600 viewers, man. Keep putting the likes up, share it, because we're gonna get into juicy shit right now.
Yeah, like the video. Run up the likes real quick. Run up the likes. Let's get it.
You got any more news?
What else you got? I know you can pull out.
It says teacher of the year arrested for stalking 11-year-old student. Damn.
What?
Worse.
Damn, what's going on with these teachers?
It's crazy, huh?
Yeah, it's like
popping up everywhere.
Fuck, have you seen him though? But look at this dude.
Oh, that's a teacher?
Yeah.
Fucking weird ass fool. But when it's the hyenas, they be looking alright, fool. I'll be like, my teacher is some old ass grandma.
You still got your theory on that? Like, if it's a fine ass teacher, like that's a trophy when you're a kid.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't know. That's kind of weird to me.
Am I wrong or right?
No. I had some fine ass teachers. I just trip out all these. Like, man, just they're on some weird stuff nowadays.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or do you think or do you think Temps maybe because it's more broadcasted? And maybe in our days it was like that. It just wasn't put on.
Yeah. It was more on the
Yeah, now it's like it's broadcasted like bulletin.
It's because there was no way to catch it on tape before, except for like maybe school cameras or whatever. But now you can see fool. Now I'm scared to have combos with fools on the phone.
Yeah,
because everybody records. That's weird.
It's like fool. You don't even know what fool is recording you, even though you might not be saying no fuck shit.
You can't even shoot the shit with people because people
crazy,
record it.
Dog. So now imagine what a teacher the little kid could be like this, recording just to show his friends.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then the phone gets confiscated by the parents.
Oh man,
it's over.
Oh yeah.
It's over.
Hey, would you be mad at your kid though, or what?
Yeah.
I don't
Hey,
think
let's
so.
be honest, Blue Devil. Let's be honest. Would you be mad?
I don't think so. I think that's, like I told you, that's a trophy, dog.
If it's a 50-year-old lady and it's your 11-year-old son, that's not a trophy.
Nah, but
That's rape, dog.
Yeah, if it was like if it was something like that, then yeah. But
What's the difference though? If it's
also,
11 and 28,
And
there's no
also,
difference. That's
it
rape.
depends how old the kid is. If the kid's 16, fool, handle it. They're already in that they're already in that zone. But
Yeah, man, I don't know. Maybe.
If the kid is like 12, I got a problem. You feel what I'm saying? Because I didn't have to talk with him.
He went from 16 to 12. It's only 4 years, dog.
It doesn't matter though, but it really does change, bro.
From 12 to
16-year-old kid's already he's already looking for a job. He already knows how to drive, all that. But a 12-year-old kid, fool, they're still little, homie. So that to me is like, wait, I hadn't even had that grown man talk with him yet.
Yeah.
And you already gonna do it for me? Like, nah, we got a problem. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay. I get some of that part, yeah. But 16 still like 16 and a 50-year-old woman or a 40-year-old, he don't even know how to pay his
Yeah,
bills.
fool, but 50-year-old ladies nowadays, fool, they don't look 50, dog. Them fucking highness be looking like fucking 30.
Young, huh? Like
with
they're
them
30.
fucking BBLs and them fake fucking, all that, dog. Colombian butt lifts and shit like that.
Fuck, dog.
They be looking way different.
Man,
now,
they look
fool.
young, fool. No,
you
for
be
sure.
Scrolling on Instagram and you'll see teachers in the classroom. You're like, what the fuck? That don't look like no damn teacher.
Yeah,
that shit is
shit.
wild, dog.
Knocking down some old ladies. That's cool.
Okay.
You knocking down an old lady, 70?
Hell nah.
Nah, not even if she looks good. Temps.
Nah.
Nah, 70. You got a limit?
Yeah.
No, dang, that's crazy.
Hey, Peso is off house arrest. You know who Peso is?
Yeah,
The rapper?
yeah.
He's finally
Yeah,
off
that's
house
right.
arrest. Fire, huh?
Yep.
A lot
Oh, yeah, I
of people
seen
don't
it,
make
yeah.
it off house arrest, no?
Yeah, they cut it off. How they they got like little snips.
You ever cut your shit off? Yeah,
One time.
one time.
Yeah, one time.
Trying to disappear, huh?
Did it work out?
Nah, they got me like a couple days after.
It never works out.
Yeah.
Like they already knew your kicky spots.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yep.
Yeah, see, that's how it works. How about you?
I had that shit on for a long time right there. For a long
Did you
time.
get through it?
I did get through it.
too.
I got hit a couple times though.
See, they got all kinds of different kind of
Devices.
like GPSs. They got,
I had that the satellite one where when you get out on bail, like I was on triple bail right there in Riverside, and they give you the satellite one. And I remember I was at like the Tyler Mall, fool, and they had my location.
Well, they got the ones for like the DUIs now.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like
Yeah,
that one right
those
there
are
can-
different. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a trip right there.
Well, how do those work? Is that the one you blow in the car?
No, it's an ankle bracelet.
Doesn't it like pick up your sweat or
sweat.
some shit
Your
like
sweat.
that?
Really?
Yeah.
So it knows if you're faded?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, shit.
Wild shit, dog. Yeah.
That shit is wild as fuck.
Fuck, that would suck, homie. Yeah, that
it's
would
like
suck,
the ones where
dog.
you blow in the car.
You can't even have a
No.
drink except it's getting your DNA.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Well, I think that's why they went that route because people were having their homies blow into the thing to start the car.
Right. I seen that.
that was
happen.
like
They
okay, now
got the cameras now, right? Like when you blow into it.
Oh, now they
there's
got
a camera
cameras. Yeah, damn.
that-
So
that
they could see you.
records you, yeah.
Yeah. One time I did a show way out in Kansas City, and the promoter hopped in the car and was like, "Don't trip, I got this." And then she had someone blow for her, and I was like, "Oh hell nah, dog." Driving wild. She was faded. I was like, "Fuck."
I've never liked to be a passenger in somebody's whip anyways, dog.
Yeah, I don't like that.
You know
shit.
what I mean? Like, it really, I don't, fool. I don't. Because then, even if they drive good, it has to be somebody like my pop or somebody like that responsible. But
somebody
like
that you trust.
Like another homie, nah, fool. Because you don't know what the fuck they going through or what they got going on, fool. And they could just flip from 1 minute to the next, and your life is in their hands, dog.
Yeah,
Fuck
that's
dog.
true, man.
It's if I'm gonna die, fool, I wanna die for some stupid shit I do.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
let me go out with, let me do some dumb shit. But that's just
Yeah.
me, though, dog.
Tim said he was coming over going 150 miles an hour. See, I won't happen that way.
You know what I'm saying? Homie?
I ain't gonna.
No, but
I mean,
there's homies like that. You haven't seen those fucking dudes on Instagram that's just swerving between the vehicles?
man.
And they think that shit is cool, dog.
Fuck
Like,
all
what
that.
the fuck?
And foreigns?
In foreigns, yeah, they'll steal them or even fool like the Kia boys or whatever. They'll steal the Kias and then they'll just swerve for content.
Yeah.
I'll be like, nah, dog, you crazy, homie.
Yeah, they rented those cars on Temu.
Yeah. No, it's not Temu. What is it? There's an app. I forgot what.
Yeah, it's Temu.
It's Temu.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
All right, get the likes up. Salute to Lovely in the building. What up, Lovely? How we doing today? Salute to all the moderators that are in the building. We got 1,700 people in here. Make sure you guys run up the likes. All right, we're about to get to what everybody is here for. All right, but meanwhile, run up the likes. Let's get it. Anything else in the news? I know you got something else.
Man, that's it for me.
Let me see. How about you guys? You guys see anything else that was popping or trending right now?
I haven't seen anything.
The
really.
Cholo Juan versus fucking Big Snowman.
Oh yeah, that one right there is cracking on me.
What you think about that? What you think about that, Blue Devil?
Hold on. We almost there. We building it up, dog. Come on, dog.
Since we talking about drinking drivers and drunk drivers like that, there's another one I asked a young homie, but again, I think it was out of his league. Drunk driver crashes into nail salon after drinking 18 beers.
I seen that one.
That fool went.
Yeah. No, it didn't even break or nothing.
Nah, dog.
Just didn't he? Yeah, he killed like 4 people.
Yeah, 4 people.
Yeah, we did that last episode.
With the youngster, One of them was an off-duty popo.
Yeah.
It's over for you, dog. You done. Huh?
Yeah, he's done, dog.
But you know what though? There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that like when they're driving drunk, right? Yeah. And they got they got a carload. Some reason the driver never dies. You know what I mean? Like
that fool didn't die.
Yeah.
Like I had a homie too that was like that too. Same thing. He nothing happening, but everyone in the car died.
Everybody else.
You know what I mean?
I bet you that fool going.
Those are big mistakes, dog. Because like, I mean, the homies I grew up with, people I grew up with, thank God that none of them was like. I mean, we drink and shit, but we're a little more. Like, when I used to get faded like that, I knew, fool, I'd just be like, look, man, I can't drive, fool. I'm just going to crash. Yeah, there's no way I can. But not everybody thinks like that. Because
there's fools that get drunk, fool, and they want to go put in work.
Yeah, but there's fools that get drunk, though, and, like, they know they can drive. And I have homies like that, and they've never gotten a bad act. They're like, I got this, fool. I might get a DUI, but I'm not going to hit nobody.
But you're older, though, not as a youngster.
No, even as a youngster, I had that right state of mind, dog. I never. Because if that was the case, then I'd be this dummy. You get what I'm saying? I always knew my rights and wrongs. Yeah, like what?
Okay.
And sometimes, fool, I remember like being in my early 20s, I'll be faded and I just pull over. Like I'll drive and I'll start like, oh man, I'm not gonna make it. And I couldn't stay at the homie's pad. I just pull over.
I got a couple of stories, right? One time I was coming back from LA going to the IE, and fool, I remember I was like in West Covina, Omani somewhere, and then I remember. Fool, I don't remember nothing, and I remember now I'm in fucking Montclair. I'm like, what the fuck? I swear to God, fool. I like blacked out.
In a matter of a second?
Dog, I blacked out for whatever length that is. What is that, like 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Fool, I woke up, I was in Montclair. I'm like, how the fuck did I get here? I'm on the freeway. You know what I mean, dog? So
you got lucky, dog.
Shit like that happens, dog.
I always, before I got to that point, I'm just speaking for myself, I would always just pull over.
Yeah.
Because I just knew, dog, like there's no way. And I always knew, like, I don't want to harm a family.
Yeah, for sure.
That was my thing.
The worst ones are
in a car,
falling asleep. I'm
like, every time I'm driving with people and they're driving reckless, I'm like, man, it's cool. Like, you're young, you're driving. But, like, you don't think about, like.
Other people,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, at one point I used to have a lot of barbecues at my houses. You know what I mean? Just kind of everybody kicking in and all that. And, I mean, everybody be getting all drunk. And I used to have my garage had bunk beds. I got a 5-bedroom pad, you know what I mean? So every room was different homies, you know what I mean? And,
so that way they don't.
You know what I mean? That way they, because I lost a good homie leaving my pad one time.
So you're overprotective.
Yeah, you know.
That's good. There's not a lot of homies like that, dog. Some homies don't give a fuck.
Some homies just
like I said, we can get down if you want, you know what I mean? But you ain't going nowhere, you know?
Fine.
You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. That's rare nowadays, fool. You don't have it.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of people that are like that nowadays. All right, look, we got 1,700 people in here. We got 7,200 views. Salute to everybody. All right, look, you're getting some love, Snowman. There you go, blue dots.
That's right.
Is anybody wearing red? Because if they are, it's got to go right now. All right, hey, look, real quick. We got a Nintendo Switch up there. The
talk about that.
The giveaway is July 27th, which is only 10 days away. All right, you got to go find the video. The video tells you how to enter. Very simple. All you got to do is follow a few accounts. Once you do, you're entered to win. Next month, we're going to give away a PlayStation 5. So make sure you guys pay attention. On the 27th, the winner will be announced. and the new giveaway for August will be announced. All right, so make sure you guys tune in for that giveaway. And again, it's free. You don't gotta pay nothing. You don't gotta enter no raffle, no tickets, no none like that. You just gotta go follow a few pages. That's it. All this shit coming out of our pocket. So go follow the giveaway. I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick. Just
you want me to start it off, or you want me to wait?
Chop it up for a few minutes.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna wait till you come back because we got to bring up some topics, dog.
Awa. Oh no, I'm good.
Yeah. So what's good, fellas? What's the deal?
Just staying busy, my boy. Staying busy doing these shows. You know what I'm saying?
How was the long drive out here to Coachella?
Man,
it was a long drive.
It was a mission. That's
right.
You
were going 180.
180 all the way over here.
Hell
you know what I'm saying? I had to get this way real quick.
Yeah, we I missed you last night, man. We were I had to dip out. I think I was the first one gone. Then Blue said you guys pulled up, and I was like, damn, I just missed everybody. I thought you was coming. I thought it was gonna be today.
We just had to make a early arrival.
A little early arrival.
Early arrival.
That's right. Hell yeah.
Let them know we're here. You know what I mean? Let everybody know.
That's dope, man.
So we show up. We don't just phone. You know what I mean? Phone talk shit. We pull up.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that right now. What were you saying earlier? Though?
I just got some shows, dog.
You got some
doing shows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got one in Orange County with Bozo.
I saw that.
Rowdy Brax. The homie Westmont. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Westmont Scheme. He just signed with He just signed a deal with OTR, huh?
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
that's good for him.
Congratulations to the homie. You know what I mean? The homie neighborhood Dev. They're gonna be out there. They're from Orange County.
What day is that?
It's gonna be the 26th.
26th of
26th this month. This month.
Oh, okay.
So not this Friday, but next Friday.
Okay, hell
You know
yeah.
what I mean? So yeah, make sure everybody pulls up to that. You know.
Yeah. You guys pull up to it and look for the flyer. It's on Instagram somewhere. It's already being circulated.
It's been promoted for like about over a month and a half already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's doing pretty good.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? Doing pretty good, and I'm just keeping busy with that music, dog. I got a lot of new stuff. You know what I mean? Just got me a new engineer, and shout out to OZ. You know what I mean? Just everything's looking good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got some new things coming. You know what I'm saying? Ever since I left that one guy, you know what I'm saying? Things have been just getting better.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what you got to do.
How was that American Cholo podcast you did?
Oh, it was cool. It was cool. You know what I mean? That was my to clear everything. You know what I'm saying? And in a few words.
Yeah.
But like I said, everything's looking up for me right now.
Yeah.
A lot of doors are being opened now. You know what I mean?
Keep
And,
going.
you know what I'm saying? So I was trying to do it for my area. You know what I mean? And for the IE and for the homies representing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right.
Always.
Yeah, that was a good podcast. I mean, I know we had tried to set something up, but it just didn't work out. But that one was dope, though. I like that one. American Cholo's a little bit more.
Well, I'm here now, homie. I'm here now.
American Cholo's a little bit more serious. I like this podcast, so shout out to American Cholo, And then I also saw you on with Icon, with LA Icon.
Yeah, that's the homie right there. Yeah, Icon. Shout out to Icon. That's a real good dude right there. You know what I mean? The time that I've known him to now, he's a straight up individual. You know what I'm saying? Straight up individual. And we got something coming in the city of Riverside. We're gonna be giving back, for the backpacks and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, stay tuned for that. All the info is gonna be coming.
Yeah, that's dope. LA Icon always doing giveaways and shit like that.
Yeah, I seen he was doing it.
Shout out to LA Icon. Yeah. All right, you ready?
Let's do it, man. Kick it off.
All right, look, real quick. I want to say this, right? Let me address a few things. We had Cholo Juan up here on, I think it was last Wednesday, right?
Wednesday.
And I said this before. I explained it on the other podcast that I did. I saw him over at No Jumper. He brought me up. So I said it's best for him to come down here so that way we can chop it up and keep it pushing. Like, we don't have to have all that drama between us. We don't have to have all that bullshit. So I said, let me bring him up here. And we had a great podcast, didn't we?
I thought it was really good.
I thought it was dope. We had a bunch of people watching. It bridged that gap between me and him, whatever. Now, the idea was brought up of me and him having a boxing match for our previous problems, right? And we have to sell. He said 1,000 T-shirts, right? He said 1,000 T-shirts. I said, you know what? $100, 1,000 shirts. You really want to support? What's a fucking $100, right? So he sent me over some paperwork to sign or some shit from a lawyer, you know. And to tell you the truth, bro, yeah, he did. So
Crazy.
everybody,
that's crazy.
I just want to make it clear. People are saying that I'm ducking this fate or that I don't want to fight this guy, but when people involve paperwork like that, it ain't like no overnight shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I gotta have my people read that shit, go over that shit, make sure that it's even on both ends or whatever the fuck, you know. So I'm accepting that match. I've never said I wasn't. I'm accepting that match. All right. It's just gonna take time for all the logistics to go through because ain't nobody selling 1,000 T-shirts overnight. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And putting together the logos and all this shit. So that's gonna happen. Is nobody ducking no Cholo Juan fight? Is nobody ducking no signature on no paper? But when somebody sends you a list of fucking like this long, you gotta go through it though, right? I'm a busy motherfucker, but we gonna get to it. I just want to make that shit clear that it's separate from whatever you got going on with him. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like my issue with him, my fight with him is totally separate from that. Also, when you called in, when we had that podcast, people think that I set it up, right? People think that I actually set Cholo Juan up. In actual reality, I don't gotta explain shit to nobody. Yep. Right? I don't got to tell nobody whether I did or I don't. I'm the bad guy regardless, and I don't give a fuck. Continue to think that I'm the bad guy. That's cool. I ain't tripping. But truthfully, I never set that shit up.
Never.
Right?
Nope. You didn't even know.
I didn't even know. Now, we all know that the phone lines are open for anybody to call in, bro. Like, random trolls call in, cool people call in, subscribers call in. Now, look, when people call in to troll and they just throw up gangs and hang up, or they throw up hoods and don't want to say who they are, then I hang up because it's just a troll. You know what I mean? It's just a troll.
Yeah.
But when a homie calls in and says who they are, I let them go on because at that time they're telling you I'm not a fucking net banger. This is who I am, right? This is me.
Yeah.
You can research me, look me up. I'm with whatever. Right?
Always. Yep.
So that's why I let the phone call go on. So very simple. I didn't set the shit up, number one. Number two, I'm with the fight with him, right? I'm with the fight with him. We just got to get the logistics right. So there's nobody ducking nothing. But besides the point, we got a super chat.
Yeah, let me read that.
Read that.
Salute Mr. Capone, man. $50 super chat. He said, Big Temps always shows loves. Sending my love back. TheHaterWorld. Also,
hey, gracias. I appreciate that.
Also,
appreciate
to my IE homies, keep it solid. SGV love to y'all. Let's keep the real popping.
Shout out to Mr. Capone.
Yeah, shout out to Capone. Yeah, he always shows love on me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, saludos.
Salute to him.
So you're boxing him then? That's right.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I got my money on you, dog.
Oh, dog.
I think Cholo Juan's built like Homer Simpson.
I like being underrated. I love it.
Yeah, I think that's going to be good.
You know, I'm cool with all that. I ain't tripping. But, you know, if it's going to be a professional boxing match, and, of course, there's logistics behind it and all kinds of things that have to take place, along with training and all that shit. So people that want to watch it, you're going to see it, but it ain't going to happen overnight. You feel me? But besides that, let's get to Snowman now.
Yes.
Give us a little background on who you are and why they call you Snowman and that.
Well, I was born and raised. I grew up in the city of Fontana, homie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Always.
Oh, yeah.
No matter where I'm at, no matter where you could find me, you never once. You ain't gonna know. You ain't gonna never not know where I'm from. I mean, I always represent where I'm from, and I'm proud of where I'm from. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm proud of my southern roots and where we're from. I'm proud to be from the IE, homie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fontana's that's always my hometown, homie.
Yeah.
Always, no matter where I'm at, and it's just we grew up different. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah.
You know, being from Fontana, homie, like, you know, I grew up in the 90s, right? So I grew up in the 90s, early 2000s. So, I mean, there's there's no reason to explain. I mean,
no, for sure.
The times are different. You know what I mean? I understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's just how it is. I mean, so you're just born and raised in Fontana, and that's where I'm from. I mean, you know what I mean?
Okay. So you grew up in Fontana. You're from the IE. So when you saw me have a podcast with Cholo Juan, what ignited that phone call?
You know what? Like, I just so happened I was just touching in, checking it out. You know what I mean? And then right off the bat, I just the disrespect, homie, was just all the way up. I mean, just because of the fact that how he was presenting himself, you know, where he's from, and not just that, homie, because look, I understand, you know, we're all in different places, you know what I'm saying? The times are different. I grew up different, homie. I grew up with real runs. I grew up structured. I grew up like with gente that like it's just on a different page, homie. So to me, like when you know a fool like that comes over here, and let's clear something up too with the red, homie, right? So everybody, you know, a lot of people are talking about all this red. It ain't got nothing to do with the red. You know what I'm saying? Like if you wear red, if you're all flamed up, whatever, that's cool. I mean, you could dress however you want, do whatever. We don't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with that, homie. But for you to come in here and say that this right here has no meaning and it's just a color, it's a disrespect, homie. From where I come from, the way I was raised, the way I was brought up, the way I was taught, homie, the one thing you never do is you're never going to disrespect this right here, and you're never going to take it from me, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to us, when I see something and somebody's coming to our area, homie, I mean, you could, you know, all these other, you know, if all these other Southerners, all these other people, you know, they have the red flags, they believe whatever they believe, but it doesn't mean that we all agree on the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We come from a different area, dog. You know what I mean? This is, our values over here are different, homie. You know what I mean? We stay strong. The Inland Empire. You know what I mean? We got San Bernardino County, homie, Riverside County. We're structured out here. We run a different program. You know what I mean? Like, not everybody's the same, homie. If your county's out there, LA County, Ventura County, if you guys got your own beliefs, that's feed me, homie. I ain't got no wrongs with that. But when you come to our area, homie, and you say you're something that we're supposed to be on the same page, you know what I mean? We're supposed to be representing the same cause, the same, you know what I mean? We're supposed to be the same gente, the same everything. And you in my face, to me, be like, oh, I'm this and that, but I'm rocking a different, you know what I mean? A different paño like that. To me, off the bat, that was automatic a disrespect on me. You know what I mean? Like, I took it as, I don't take disrespect on me like that. You know what I mean? Like, so to me, it was like, it's on sight, homie, like, regardless. But that's why I called in, but I didn't know it was gonna, you know, turn out the way it was. You know what I mean? Like this. So it ain't about, you know, if your other counties, you got all that, you guys believe a certain way, then that's feeding me, homie. That's cool. But you guys keep it, you know what I mean? Keep it over there. Don't bring it over here thinking that it's all feeding me in our counties. You know what I mean?
So there's other neighborhoods in LA County that wear red, right?
Yeah.
And they feel like you directed that to them as well.
Nah, it ain't nothing to do with the red. Nothing to do with the red. Ain't nothing to do with the red, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing, dog. But if you're gonna come over here and raise a red flag and tell me you're a Southerner, you're this and that, you represent something, like, you know what I mean? This is different, homie. This ain't just a paño, homie. You know what I mean? This is our culture, homie. This is like our Southern pride. You know what I mean? You should be honored to be having this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it goes back to the roots, homie. Like, you know what I mean? This just didn't start overnight, homie. You know what I mean?
Sure.
People, not only people died for it, but people would do anything to protect it. I don't know whatever happened to those times. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what happened to those times, homie. This was always protected, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you could never disrespect it, dog. So to me, in my eyes, I have zero tolerance on disrespect, homie. You bring one fool that'll come. You could bring anybody, and see if you could go back to ancient history with me, and you'll never find one person who has ever disrespected me in my face, homie.
So now,
and got away with it. You know what I mean?
So you're saying the Inland Empire, there are no hoods that wear the red flag?
I would say, you know, like, you know, shout out to the homies from Corona, the Scarlets.
Yeah, they got red.
That's a very respected neighborhood. But, you know, it goes to, you know, they represent it for a certain reason.
Yeah.
I feel by seeing that, the way he was conducting himself, and you know, doing my homework, and actually him saying too that his barrio doesn't you know, represent that red flag, homie.
Yeah.
So why and you're doing this and putting in the faces and stuff like that. So that's just kind of, you know, I see it being not I see it being a personal mocking disrespect, homie. You know, like
exactly.
You know, you think the camarada is just, you know, talking. Okay, now you're thinking that he's a joke. You know what I mean? So now it's okay. You think I'm a joke. You know, I'm trying to bring something to your attention. Now you think this is funny. Okay, well, let's see how funny I am. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I don't feel like it was any disrespect to any other, you know, southern neighborhoods, you know, and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, you know, certain neighborhoods, yeah, they do, you know, they do represent, or they do sport the, you know, the color red, but it's within, you know, their clique, the meaning. We don't know the meaning. We don't know the clique. We don't know why they do that, but you know, they do it for a reason. Okay, you know, we understand. But like I said, the way that Cholo Juan came on here, the way he conducted himself, the way he's been conducting himself all over the internet, you know what I mean? You don't do that. You know what I mean? Yeah. You don't do that. And I think he just does it for the clout, does it for attention. You know, he wants
trolls. He's trolling.
You know what I mean? But you know, we got to start letting people know that, you know, there are what's the word? There's you will get that phone call if you act up in this industry. Yeah, there's consequences. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think this is a time where everybody needs to understand that. You know what I mean? Exactly. And I think that's the only main thing that we're trying to shed some light on. You know what I mean?
Now his defense is, I like the color red. I'm not speaking for him, but I can only assume, right? And you know, we shouldn't assume, but if he came out and said, I like the color red, I like wearing a red flag, you know, whoop-de-woo and whoop-de-woo, I'm a Southsider or a Sureño, whatever, but I like the red flag. Is that a problem?
In my eyes, it is.
Okay, especially without getting too far into what we believe in, and what, you know, we're not going to talk about that, but people know what we're going through right now. People understand what has been going on the past few weeks. People coming down, people, you know, going back and forth. You know what I mean? So there's a problem right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know, it's just it's not a good time to be doing things like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, because you are going to stir the pot.
Yeah.
And to me, it was I took it as personal, right? So to me, it was a personal thing where I said, look, ain't nobody scared of you, homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, to me, it's personal. I let you know, like, hey, this is who I am. This is where I'm from, homie. And there's no ifs, buts about it, homie. You could check me out. But at the end of the day, I'm the one that's going to come for that fate, homie. Like, you know what I mean? It ain't about gangbanging. It ain't about the shooting. It ain't about it. Nah, homie, like I told you, I felt disrespected. And that's my personal belief because I grew up a certain way. Yeah. Because honestly, if I was here, just happened to so be here, regardless, at the end of the day, I would have hit him on sight, regardless. Yeah. Just because of his background of how he did the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? So to me, it's the way it is, homie. You know what I mean? It's not about the neighborhood thing. It's never been about that, homie. You know, you can wear your red all you want, homie. But one thing you're never gonna do, in my eyes, is you're never gonna disrespect my flag, homie. You know what I mean? And what I believe in and the way I was raised, and I'm not the only one, homie. See what I'm saying? If you got other gente that thinks different, then you think different, homie. But I know our teams. I know what we stand for and what we believe in and the way we were raised. You know what I mean? Because it was different here in the 90s.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So in the 90s, you know, if you want to talk about the red stuff, you couldn't fly it. You know what I'm saying? No. If you want to be political and talk all that shit, but we're not. But what I'm saying is I understand that the times are different. Nobody cares about the red. I mean, everybody wears red. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about none of that.
In the 90s, it was a lot more serious.
You know what I mean? You couldn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't have a red pen, homie, without somebody beating your ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's facts, homie. That's just facts. So to me, we grew up different, homie. So the way I was taught, homie, especially with this paño, homie, I mean, it's more than just a color, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like I wear it with pride, homie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm proud of where I'm from, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like This represents to me. This is my Southern roots, homie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you put up both colors in front of me, you ask me which one's Southern, which one's North, which one represents us here. You tell me which one you're gonna pick.
Well, we already know what that is.
Ain't nobody gonna think different. And if you do, I pray for you. You know what I mean? Bottom line, homie. But as far as me, I was raised a certain way, and I'll never change my structure, homie, because I was raised by real gente, real people, real somebody, real people that I'll never switch up. And it's not something you just now it's a color, homie, or now I don't believe in anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different, homie. And we're different out here compared to everywhere else, homie. To me, I took it as you got this clown coming over here putting a show, right? In my eyes, the way I feel is you're gonna think that you could go to other counties, right? And this is, you got kids, little kids, everybody watching YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's like, you're letting all these people, all these little kids think that it's okay to wear this because it's just a color. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And to me, you're going to get a little kid shot, homie, because thinking that they could ride a wrong color in a different neighborhood and thinking it's just a color, homie. Nah, bro. You'll die for that, homie.
So let me ask you this. With that being said, right, do you think, but before him, there's been a lot of sucker shit going on with people coming from up there and stuff. Do you think that it's like him getting that vibe because other homies down here have done business and let people come down here? You think it's starting to be like that now? You understand what I'm trying to say? Or you kind of know more Temps of what I'm talking about. Do you think that letting it happen like that is causing it? Now people from down here are more kicked back to like sport that and come on podcasts and just have it because now it's like a thing.
Well, this is why we're addressing this, because hopefully it stops.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there are consequences, you know what I'm saying? And
sure.
That's just, everybody needs to know what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. You know what I mean? Okay. And our beliefs and what we stand for should not be taken lightly.
Okay, so you wouldn't do any deals with anybody from up there? Like any business or
no,
even if it was like a one-time deal?
No.
Okay, so that's where you stand. Okay, because there are other rappers and stuff that have done that, and that's the business that they do. I'm not speaking down on. I'm not.
Yeah. Okay. And you know what? So I don't have to go and disrespect certain individuals. I don't have to. I just know what what I'm gonna do and what I'm not gonna do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that's
but
just how it is. Do you feel
like it's making it more by? I don't want to say like legit rappers, but like legit rappers that are doing stuff like that. Do you think it makes it more comfortable now for like other rappers and younger rappers to be like, all right, I could do that too, and then now nobody's color tripping, so I'm gonna bring a red flag? You think it makes it more comfortable when the OGs let people in like that?
I feel a lot of younger homies are being misguided. You know what I'm saying? Because I know in our generation, the generations above us, we'd be corrected if we did something like that.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So I feel that, it's necessary to keep that. It's necessary because, people will get in trouble. People will have to answer for the things that they do. You know what I'm saying? So, it's not a, a bully situation. It's more like, hey, homie, don't do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Better. You know what I'm saying?
And everybody knows, if you're from my area, homie, and you know who I am, there's never the disrespect, homie. To me, it's like you always show respect, homie. You know what I'm saying? It's always a respectful thing. You be respectful. But the second there's a disrespect, homie, it's on sight. You know what I mean? There's no ifs, buts. The consequences at that point don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You take care of business,
the disrespect came from him having a red rag when his hood don't sport a red rag in your county?
Exactly, too. But him coming here and him not even, his neighborhood doesn't even fly that color, homie, to me. And then you say you're this and that, and you're coming over here and you're doing all this and that, having it like that. To me, it was an automatic disrespect, homie. So to me, it was an automatic, as a person, a personal, I would have hit you no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Even regardless of the consequences, regardless of what, to me at that point, I was disrespected and I would have hit you, homie. You know what I'm saying? Regardless.
So now, people would say that you're clout chasing.
See, that's where, that's where people get it misunderstood. So why is it that when somebody speaks their mind and speaks on their beliefs, it has to turn to, oh, he's just cloud chasing or he just wants attention? Nah, homie, this is what it is. And we're really out here. You know what I mean? We really are connected amongst each other. You know what I mean? We do communicate with one another. You know what I mean? And most of us do have the same beliefs and morals as everybody else here. You know what I mean? So, it's not. I don't like when people say that. You know what I mean? When somebody wants to speak, because that's happened to me. You know what I mean? You guys know me. I'll speak my mind. I'll speak what it is. You know what I mean? And right off the top, it's because he's just looking for clout, or he's trying to gain that person's following. You know what I mean? But it ain't like that. You know what I mean? I'm being honest, and some people can't take honesty. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Well, it's the fans, I think, that don't want to see the real picture. You know what I mean? The fans of whoever's being spoken to. In this case, Cholo Juan, I think it's his fans that don't want to understand that it's not a clout chase. It's just really how you feel. You know, and the reason that you're here today, the reason that you're able to have a voice is because you called up here. And I said, you know what? We started it here. We could end it here. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's great. Yeah.
And I think that's it. But so what's the resolution behind all this? Like, what's the plan? We all know that he wore the red rag. A lot of homies feel disrespected.
Yeah.
You feel disrespected. I know he said some things about, 10K. I know you feel like you want to do something. So how are we going to resolve this?
The way I feel, homie, is a personal issue. Either way, we got to get down, okay? So, the homie said, hey, I got 10 racks. And then he said he had 10 racks to get down, right? So we got that feria right here, homie. My gente right here, homie. If you want your feria, let's come collect it. And honestly, Cholo Juan, if you ain't got the feria, hey, ask all his subscribers, his gente, or the people that believe in him, or his homeboys that back him up for what he's doing. Tell them to put up the feria, homie.
Yeah.
Tell them to put them. But I came to collect, homie. It's either way. You know what I'm saying? He's either gonna put up the feria, homie. We're gonna catch his fade, and then we can leave it like that. At least you know where we stand, homie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We stand on what we believe in, and you're not gonna come over here and disrespect in our counties. You know what I'm saying? To us, we still run a certain program. You know what I'm saying? We still feel a certain way. To us, we feel a certain way where we're from, homie. You know what I mean? So I felt disrespected. We could have a friendly get down however you want, homie. Come down. But if not, if you don't want that fade, homie, then I want a public apology, homie. I want you to go and make a public apology to Big Snowman and for disrespecting our counties, homie, for over here thinking that you could come over here and fly your way around here and thinking that ain't nothing gonna happen to you as far as, you know what I mean, we're gonna catch that fade, homie. So that's how I feel.
People get called out every day, right? I get called out by random people. I get called out by other YouTubers. It's just random shit. What makes it okay for you to call him out and him to pay attention to it?
Look, either way, I told him, I mean, the disrespect was already there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I disrespected him. He disrespected me, but he continued, homie. I just let him know how I felt, right? And let him know, like, hey, when I see you, regardless, money, no money, whatever, it's still on site, homie. I'm going to hit you no matter what, homie. You could either come here and we could just, you know what I mean, handle our business, square it up, and, you know what I mean, bygones be bygones.
Okay, so are you thinking more of a, like, professional setting for a boxing match? Because he said 10,000, but I'm not sure if he meant...
Look, I'll let him pick, homie. Any way he wants to do it. If he wants gloves, if he wants me to put on gloves, he can use his hands. It doesn't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? Either way, we're gonna catch it. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'll put a fucking blindfold on. It don't matter to me, homeboy. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get down regardless, homie.
So
you know what I'm saying?
A professional setting, Temps, you think would be the best move?
I mean, to be honest with you, I think it's I mean, ever since I got down, it wasn't no professional setting, homie. It was the front seat, homie, or you know what I mean.
Whatever. If somebody where we come from, homie, if there's a situation, homie, we meet up and we take care of it, homie. And then
Well, you think at this point though that since we're doing it like on a live, it might be a more of a I don't want to say like celebrity boxing match, but you know what I'm saying, like more now because we're not doing it in the background no more.
Yeah. We could call it friendly, homie.
And then no, I'm just being real. We're trying to make money and really now we get the fans.
Well, that's what he said, homie. That's what I said.
They'll pull up. They'll pull up.
They're supporting. If
fucking charge a ticket.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, Chola Juanita don't have the feria. I'm sure his
I'm gonna need that 10 grand back after. At the end of the show, I'm gonna need that back. Yeah.
Hey, my bad.
I'm doing it for the I'm the brokest podcaster for the rapper challenge.
Oh yeah. Was it
$1,000? Yeah, I got it. They wanted me to send them $1,000 video.
We'll let them pick and choose,
I thought they were the cops. Huh? I mean, that's crazy.
It's either that or the apology, homie. You know what I'm saying? We want a real one, homie. But at the end of the day, we feel the way we feel, homie, and I stand by it, homie. Like
you do. You're a boxer.
I got some training.
You got some training. Yeah, well, that's gonna be a tough one for Cholo Juan.
So if he ignores
let's just say I have good hands and
so listen, if he ignores it, because in true reality, he don't have to respond, right?
No, he doesn't.
He's not obligated to respond. If I was in his shoes, which I'm not and I never could be, you could say, I don't have to respond. I'm Cholo Juan. I'm a content creator. My name's already out there. I do big numbers. Why am I going to level down and fight a guy that doesn't have a name, a guy that seems like he's clout chasing? I'm not going to do any of that.
You got to remember where you came, homie. If you would have stood in your area and did all that and be a clown over there, that's cool, dog. Do that shit over there. But once you come over here, it to me is an automatic disrespect, homie. So at the end of the day, that doesn't go away. You still got that right there. So at the end of the day, when I tell you, hey, you know what I mean? I am who I am, and I'm a real one, homie. So when I say I'm gonna do something like, hey, like I'm gonna hit you, homie, regardless. However you wanna, there's no ifs, buts about it, homie. Like we're gonna catch that fade whether you like it or not, homie. You know what I mean? We could have a friendly get down or whatever. Like we could have just squared up right here when like, man, homie, hey, you know what I mean? I'm here. You could date. Somebody call up Chola Juan and tell him to come down. We'll have a friendly, homie. You know what I mean? And he could be on his way and he, you know what I mean? We'll leave it like that, homeboy. But at least he knows what went on was disrespect and to let other gente know that, you know what I mean? And let everybody know, dog. Like, you know what I mean? It's different everywhere you go. Everybody programs different. Nobody thinks the same. We all have different beliefs, and that's cool. That's cool. Everybody has different beliefs, homie. You know what I mean? But like I said, when we feel a certain way, it's a whole different ball game, homie. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel about it.
So we want to push for that then. That's what you're trying to do.
Yeah. Let's push for it. Either way.
Well, there it is, Cholo. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
you wanted me to come.
You got the bread. You got the fans. Tell them to fund it.
Tell your fans to put it up.
He did say,
because I'm not giving you no dollars.
Hold on. He did say, just to be clear, he did say 10K right now. But I think he meant that as far as him getting 10,000 to fight you.
Well, let's have his fans put up the money, homie. Let's have his people put up the money for him, and let's see him come down.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You know what I mean? If they support him, have him come down.
He's popping and all this.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're popping, homie.
Here.
You're popping. Bring it, homie.
Winner takes all.
Hey, we got our people, and I got. If anybody else wants to put up their bets, I could call like 50 people right now that'll put up their house to bet on this. So whatever you want to do, if you want to make side bets, hey, line them up. You know what I mean, hey, Blue Devil will set all it up right here, homie. He'll set up all the side
we'll
bets.
Get a ring,
No. I'm not setting up nothing.
Set up the.
It started here and it's gonna end here.
Yeah, exactly. We should end it here and just, you know what I mean. We said what we needed to say, and we come direct, homie. And we know that, like, I didn't just say that. I didn't just call in just to be a caller, homie. I let you know I felt the way I felt. And if you wanted to see me, here I am, homie.
Now, the reason I give you a platform is because me and you go way back.
We do.
Like way back. If this was just a normal caller calling in, he probably wouldn't be sitting here. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it was just a random guy calling off the internet, I probably would have been like, what the fuck, right? Like, no.
Exactly. Yeah.
Unless somebody would have called me on the back end and said, hey, this fool, do me a favor or put him on the seat, right?
Yeah.
But me and you go way back, and that's the reason you're here. But again, to clear things up, you were a caller like any other person.
Exactly.
I never knew you were going to call, and believe it or not, it turned into all this. Yep. The call went viral on the internet. It went everywhere, and I said, you know what? It looks like I did it. It looks like I started the shit. So let me have you on here, so that way we can just end it here, right?
Yep, for sure.
So now that you said you want to have a friendly fade with him, and if he don't accept the fade,
then I want my public apology, homie.
You want your apology,
Simon.
And if he doesn't give you that apology, then what? No apology, no fight. Is it over? No apology, no fight. What you gonna do?
Well,
hold on. We got a super chat. Read that super chat.
Shit, I got you. I'm on it. Okay, it says right here, $100 super chat from Brother Lex. Man, thanks, Brother Lex. I respect everything that man just said. Salute Blue Devil, Opina, Snowman, and Temps.
Gracias.
Salute, man.
Yeah,
much love.
Appreciate that.
So if he doesn't want to fight, just like I said, what if he's like, nah, you're not on my level, so you don't want to fight.
That's cool. You know what? That's cool. I'll be here whenever he comes to get down with you. You know what I mean? Either way, I'm gonna see him someday. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
you're not gonna let go of this issue.
I already told you how it is, and I told you the way I feel, homie. And if I don't just tell you I'm gonna hit you for no reason, homie, I let you know, dog. If I see you, where I see you, because eventually I'll see you somewhere. I mean, you could run, but you can't hide.
I'm just trying to put all the scenarios out there, so that way it doesn't seem like we're being one-sided. You know, because all these things are possible. You know, he might want to say, you know what? All right, let's make some money. Let's do it in a professional setting. Let's figure it out.
2,265.
And if
viewers,
if the professional setting happens, or even the backyard boogie, it ain't gonna be. I'm thinking it ain't gonna be nothing past the fade, right?
Nah, nothing. I don't even. That's exactly what I try to make a point of. I mean, like it ain't got nothing to do with gangbanging. It ain't got nothing to do with neighborhoods. It ain't got nothing to do with anybody else. I mean, the way I felt was personally directed to him. You know what I'm saying? So for what he did and where he did it at, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So to me, it was like, hey, homie, this is who I am. So you know who's gonna hit you, homie. You know who's gonna come for you, and that's where it ends, homie. But that's just how it needs to be, homie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There ain't no. Hey, I talk with my hands, homie. That's just how it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we spit facts. That's how we do it, homie.
How about you, Temps? You got anything to say? You got anything else to say?
Do you think different about the situation in any way, or?
I mean, he got my support, you know what I mean, and you know, like I said, I believe the same as he believes, and you know,
yeah.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Okay.
Simon.
Want to take some phone calls?
Yeah, let's do it. Here we go. Put the headphones on. Temps, Snowman.
Okay. Let's take some phone calls. To those that are gonna call, make sure you turn off your phones when your TVs when you call. And I don't mind trolling, but if you want to talk some gang shit, make sure you present yourself correctly.
Identify
yourself. If not, don't waste nobody's time, please. Hey, you know what's funny about that phone call? Every time somebody calls, it cuts out, but that call didn't cut out. Ain't that wild? I was thinking about that shit the other day, and I was like, every time somebody calls, you not that one. All right. Private caller, you in the building.
What's up, big snowballs? You fat fuck guy, you homie. Fuck Fontana.
Hey, who do I sound like? Hey, Blue Devil, hang up on that fool, homie. Hang up on that fool, homie.
You're a lame, homie. You're a fucking lame La Florencia, homie. What's up?
What do they call you?
What's up, homie? I'm gonna pull up right now. Wow.
Hey, let me know. I'll be here for. If you're gonna pull up, hey, let me know. I'm right.
I'm on my way.
We'll be kicking it, homie.
Take that 10,000 from me too.
All right.
I'll take that 10,000 from you, lame ass.
What do they call you?
It's right here in my pocket, homie. Come collect.
You hung up?
Yeah, let's go. Nayarit, you in the building?
Christ.
Yo, Nayarit.
Hey, Stomper from East Side Escondido, dog. Outside Deport.
What's up, my boy?
Hey, Blue Devil, like, I don't want to come at you, dog, but when you ask the homie, what is he going to do when Cholo Juan's not going to take that phase, dog? You know what's going to happen, homie.
I can't foresee the future, my boy.
No, but you know what a real G's going to do, dog. He's not going to let that go, dog.
Hey,
you know what I mean? And it looks like the homie's a real homie, dog, and he's got Temps right next to him. I mean, I know you got to play both parts, Pedro, and I got you on that. Yeah. But Cholo Juan, you know what I mean? He needs to fucking check himself, dog.
Hey, do you feel like he disrespected or no? do you feel?
I just feel like they're taking this shit like a fashion. Like it means more to them than what they stand for. You know what I mean? Like real motherfuckers. I'm deported, homie. I already did my time. I already did my shit. And I wish I was over there with you guys, and I'm not gonna do it, homie, because I got like 30 over my head if I cross over, you know.
Simon, I'm proud of where I'm from, homie. I'm proud of what I represent, and I'm proud for what I stand for, homie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and for somebody to come and disrespect it, homie. Even to go back from our roots and where it started, and it's not just about the times now, homie. It's where the shit started, homeboy. You know what I mean? So to disrespect our gente that were what really put us out there, who's really got us to where we're at today. You know what I'm saying? Like, to disrespect that, it's a disrespect to our culture, or our ones that passed away, or the real ones, homie. You know what I'm saying? It's a disrespect to the real ones.
Exactly, G. You know what I mean? Like I said, I did my time. I'm down here, homie. I got my family, but I mean, we all been through this, dog. We all lost, homie. You can't forget that, dog. You can't minimize that. You can never minimize something that's so strong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right, homie.
You gotta have that common sense, Pedro. You gotta have that common sense, dog. Especially if you're coming up on our culture. You know what I mean? Cholo Juan, and he's talking all this fucking Maya and that shit, dog. Every time he comes on, you know.
Yeah, you got to remember every race. You know, every race is brought up different, right? And every race has a different structure. You know what I'm saying? So you know, we have strong beliefs, homie. So you know, when you have somebody in the spotlight, they should be making you shine, homeboy. You know what I'm saying? They should be making us look good, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel, homie. You should be making us look good, dog. Instead of making us look bad, homie. True, dog.
I'm down here, hey, homie. I'm down here in Mexico, dog, man. Dog, and I see, I'm like, we're strong people, homie. And they're not even gangbangers. They're just regular, everyday people, dog. And we come from a strong root, Pedro. You know what I mean? And this was just not. He's not representing us right, dog.
I respect what you say, homeboy.
But I shout out to everybody out here. Hey, Blue Devil, shout out. Opina, shout out. Temps, shout out. Hey, shout out.
My boy.
Take care.
Right, gracias.
Good up, dog.
Private number, you're in the building.
Yeah, that's cute.
You can't take people like that serious.
Nah.
You know.
Yeah, fuck you. Shit, fucking weirdos, dog. What's up with this shit? You guys are weird.
Private number, you in the building. Yo. Hello. All right, no call.
So I think you broke the viewers, dog, because we did. Lefty was 2,260. You're at 2,355. So
that's right. That's right.
Only makes it right?
Hey, your people stands with you too. I mean, good or bad.
Almost 3,000 viewers, fool. That's a lot.
Hey, what up, homie?
Yo, what's up, doggy? How we doing?
Saludos.
Right, yourself. Hey, what up? Saludos, homeboy.
Saludos.
Opina.
Yeah.
Send mine, homeboy. The Orange County, homeboy.
So
that's right. That's right.
I wanted to ask, you know, without due respect, I know the homeboy is about it, right? Snowman, saludos to you too, homie.
I appreciate you, homie.
And pero the thing is, and no disrespect, Blue, to you as well, homeboy, but wasn't this the pedo supposed to be like between you and him? I mean, I know the homeboys, and I know you're about yours, homie, but how did all this end up between being a Schedule 5 between Snowman and Cholo Juan when that fool came in there to settle the pedo with you, Blue?
Oh, with me, that's what I'm. No, yeah, I know. Me and him got our celebrity fight coming up. That's going to happen. We're just working on the paperwork. So this is just the part I get. So look, hold on. So me and him, we fixed our issues. I ain't got an issue with Cholo Juan. Now, well, I guess he got an issue with Snowman because Snowman feels a certain way. It was just bad luck that I knew Snowman. If I didn't know Snowman, we probably wouldn't be here right now. But it was just that bad luck that I knew who he was when he called in. It put me in the middle.
Right, but the thing
how that fool made the other video calling you out. Homie, that shit doesn't look feed, man. You know what I mean?
I haven't seen it, bro. I tell you the truth, bro. I haven't been paying attention like that, but I'll look into it.
I wouldn't pay attention to that shit, but it pops up in the feed sometimes, and it's like, wait a minute, this fool just got done going to your platform saying everything was all feed, man. And now he's saying, run my fade, and and I say that when he was there, homie. That's what that's another thing too.
Okay.
Fucking vato, but anyways, fuck that red flag, homie. Big food on mine, homie. You already know that. So salute to all you camaradas right there, and
igualmente, homeboy. Igualmente.
All right, doggy. Thanks for calling in.
All right.
Gracias.
840, you in the building.
Hello, Blue Devil?
Yeah.
Are we still live, bro?
I don't know. You looking at the TV or not?
Yeah. I was trying to address Snowman and Temps.
Yeah, he could hear you, bro. They in the building.
Yeah, what's going on, homie? How you doing?
All right. Hey, mucho gusto, homie. I'm Joe, homie from Florencia, dog. Turn my click. Just get out there. Hey, much respect to you fellas. Like, I'm not calling in with the bullshit at all. So, look, I'm watching you guys, and I watch podcasts, and I'm a big fan of Blue Devil right here. I watch TheHaterWorld a lot, bro.
Salute.
Like, straight up. So, but the only thing I have a little issue with is I understand about you saying how we were brought up with the structure and, good gente, and that's what's up, bro. Like, yeah, we do need more of that, and I see that shit little by little. It's falling off on the younger generation.
Yo,
I do see it.
See,
but at the same, we are adapting. Beef with another.
You're breaking up, big dog.
I don't know if you heard the last thing, but you guys are on a podcast addressing beef that you have with another man that falls under the same umbrella that we do. So how is that sticking to the structure how we were brought up? Because we don't gossip, and we never went on camera. We never went talking about double S business with amongst each other. But that's what you guys are doing. You feel me? Like, if you had a beef with a man, then you would just take it up with him and, hey, handle your business, and, hey, it is what it is. That's it.
Yeah.
Hey,
okay, go ahead, camarada. Go ahead, and then I'll respond.
It's just I was agreeing with you guys up. I'm like, you guys are offering 10 G's for a fight, and I'm like, that's all. I mean, I get it for the views and all for like, I understand what the podcast game is, but you guys seem like, especially Snowman. Snowman look like he's on a different level, and I respect that. I have all respect for homies like that, for real shit. But if you're really on that tip, you will not be on this podcast airing this shit out, dog.
It wasn't about not being on the podcast, homie. It was about that, people are saying, oh, you're scared to show your face. You're scared to show who you are. Hey, when the homeboy said, hey, who are you, homeboy? Who are you? I let him know who I was, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't about the disrespect was already there, you know what I mean? Like, I felt a certain way. Homeboy feels a certain way. So when he said to identify yourself, I did, homeboy. I identified myself. I wasn't talking about none of the real shit, you know what I'm saying? The structure, nothing like that, homie. But what I said, I felt disrespected, and I felt a certain way. So I wanted to address it, homie. You know what I mean? I didn't know that it was gonna. To be honest, I didn't know it was gonna turn into all this, dog. You know what I mean? I thought it was just a conversation to let you know, hey, check this out, homie. I feel a certain way when I come down. I felt disrespected, so we're gonna go heads up, homie. You know what I mean? Because I felt that way. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, most definitely. And if you feel that way, you got to get your money, homie.
Simone, like, it wasn't about the camera. I wasn't trying to come on here. I wasn't trying to show face. I was just letting homeboy know, like, hey, homie, I feel a certain way. You are where you are. You know what I'm saying? You came to a different area that I feel that was disrespected. You know what I mean? And I feel a certain way, so I want to get down personally with you, homie. Like, I feel a certain way. So, and when he says, hey, say your name, homeboy, I identified myself, homie.
And you did as you should, and you did the right thing. Simone. But as far as that, isn't there channels we can go through to make that happen instead of going on a podcast and trying to and make it extend the nonsense and make a mockery out of our umbrella, homie? Like,
so
that's not how we operate, dog. If you're really about the structure, that's not and offering money, dog. Like, come on, G.
See, me myself, homie, is I've exercised every avenue to communicate with them. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, we have to go this route to get his attention, to remind him of our beliefs and morals. You get what I'm saying?
I just had, like I said, I don't know homeboy, and I don't agree with 90% of that he does. I understand he's trying to get his money up, whatever his bag, whatever. I don't know him, I don't know his nothing, but I do know he's a solid fool that paroled from a main line, dog, and that's rare nowadays, homie. So we gotta try to keep whatever homies we got and stick to, not all the bullshit that's happening lately, homie. There's too much piece of shit out there.
That's why it's not about. That's why we stated facts, homie. It's not about the killing or we're supposed to be we're supposed to be on the same team, homeboy. But when we feel disrespect, that's why I said, homie, it ain't about that, homie. Like, it's a personal issue. That way I felt. I took it as a personal issue, so I said, hey, we're gonna go heads up, homie. Regardless, I'm letting you know who I am. So when I see you, just know we're gonna go heads up, homie. You know what I mean? So, but the homie's the one that put it out there saying, hey, 10 racks, then, homie, 10 racks. So, hey, homie, you say 10 racks, then, hey, I put my money where my mouth is, homie. If you have your beliefs and you think you want that fade, hey, my fade is right here, homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Come collect your money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, man. I just had to give my 2 cents. Much respect to all my fellas. The blessed.
Hey,
I have nothing bad to say about any of you guys, homie.
Appreciate
Gracias, homie. Hey, we send ours over there.
Yeah. That's coming to the channel, dog.
For sure.
Hey, much love, homie.
Appreciate you. Nevada, you in the building?
Hey, homies,
What's up?
you want to see a pegata?
Shut up. What? Private number, you in the building? That's a good one. We needed that one. Damn, shout out to my homeboy Cisco. Hey, read that super chat.
Oh yeah, I got it on. I got it already on there. Fuck Oscar. Here. Okay, I got it. I don't see it.
Oh, really? It probably went away.
Oh, here we go. Okay, it says, concerned citizen, this is 100% cloud chasing and net banging. Juan came to the area and snow banging on him. Not from same hood, ain't no fade like Blue Devil says. Whatever that means. Yeah.
All right, private number. Let's go. Private number, you in the building.
Level 2 activity, fucking big Snowman, all right. Oh, chola.
That will be a good actor.
Oh, chola up there, homie. Oh, chorito,
Have you
homie.
tried being an actor for Fusca?
Órale, focotana, homie. Fucking.
Let's go. 909, you in the building.
What's up, fellas?
What's up?
Hey, what's going on, homeboy?
What's up? Hey, man, I was listening to the other guy's talk, think they seen, when you called in, I think that dude took it as a fucking joke, dog. Like if you were like a troller and, kind of took it like, not serious, like serious, and it got fucking serious now, and judging by, Snowman, homeboy's about his business. You can tell, with the program, and, if Cholo Juan's a real one, and technically he tried to clown you, dog. Like, neta, he tried to clown you. You got hot-headed and so forth, and you did what you had to do. You said you were from, your name, the whole nine, and he just took it as a fucking joke, and now this shit blew up. Then you roll up with 10 stacks. That 10 stacks was a disrespect off the gate, bro, in my eyes,
Simone.
Like, and then you roll up with the 10 racks, cash, now it's like, okay, what's up now? He got no excuses now, and everybody clowning Blue Devil, about setting it up, and I, when you said you knew him, it put Blue Devil in the hot seat,
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, we go back. There's no lie there, homie. He knows a lot about me. I know a lot about him, but that goes a lot. I mean, when when your circle is just a pen, homie. Where you're from, everybody knows who everybody is. You know what I'm saying? So you know who your people are, homie. Like, you know what I mean. You stay tuned on everybody, and who's everybody and where's everybody at, where's everybody from, and you gotta know your surroundings, homie. That's just facts, homie. You know what I mean? You always gotta know your surroundings, and that's just how I see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if the way Solo Juan is, when he clowns, you take it as a fucking joke. And if he's a real one, bro, then he'll run that fade with you, dog. 'Cause you being a man, you're telling him, "¿Sabes qué? I need that." And if he's a real one, bro, he's gonna give it to you. If he don't, it is what it is. It is what it is, dog. Because I get it. Like the homie that called right now from Florence. I grew up in the Florence district, bro. I'm from out there too, And when you know the real, you know the real. And when you clown about shit like that, la neta, people die. It gets pretty deep.
Yeah.
That's not right, dog. It's not.
Nope.
It's not.
And there's got to come to a point, homie. There's got to come to a point where somebody has to say something, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone can't just sit back and watch the things change and watch the show. There's got to be some time where somebody's got to say, "Hey, homie, this ain't right, homie." You know what I'm saying? Like, there's got to be a time where somebody says that, homie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get you on that. But I kind of feel that he took it as a joke, bro, like a joke, like a troll. That's why we're like, 10 stacks right now, and then he throws a rag in the air, like, come on, bro.
Yeah, well, as soon as he put that up, homie, show you that's just automatic disrespecting my face, homie. You know what I mean? So,
you got hot on that one.
Yeah, Simone. Homie, that's why I'm here, homie. I stand where I stand, and I show face, homie. Like, you know what I mean? If I say something, I do it, and if you know who I am, you know that I keep my word, homie. So that's just how it is.
All right, doggy, we're going to take the next call. We're going to take the next caller. Thanks for calling in, my boy. I appreciate you.
Sounds good. All right, bro.
Arizona, you in the building.
My face, you know?
Yo.
So,
oh, fuck it. Let's go. Private caller. You in the building.
Snowman with the broad shine.
Arizona, you in the building. Yo, AZ. Fuck it. They tried to call twice. All right, let's go. Private caller, you in the building.
Hey, what's up? It's Kermit.
What up,
I have something to say to Snowman.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, what's up with you, Snowman? Are you about that Southside biz?
Come on, dog. Don't be fucking playing games.
Was he trying to sound like Kermit from the fucking
Private caller, you in the building.
Hey, it's shit.
Oh, fuck.
Who's that?
I don't know. It's
Let him talk. It was a homie.
It's the same guy, fool.
Is it? He's a fucking chameleon voices doing that.
Those fucking cholo voices.
Oh, shit. Man, he got to be a good actor, like you said, fool.
You think he'd answer the phone right now?
I truly don't know, right? Let's go. 213, you in the building. 213.
What's up, PC?
Hey, Frosty.
¿Qué hubo?
Frosty.
¿Qué hubo?
Dale to Azteca Taqueria. I'll run you the fade right now, homie.
Fuck, you thirsty, dog.
What'd he say?
He said, slide him that stack and he'll run the fade right now.
Damn, fools are
You hungry? You thirsty? Send me your Cash App, doggy. I'll shoot you like $30.
Private number. You in the building.
Hey, Kermit, why the fuck you hang up on me? Blue Chi-Chi?
Oh, fuck. Why you mad at me?
Hey, what's up with the ice cream eaters right there? You got the ice cream eaters right
Shut up.
What do you think? We have a good show today or no?
Hey, people, I know where's the number at to call?
Oh, fuck. Hey, yo, let me see. I'll post it.
Got Sage or...
Oh, yeah. No, I'll do it here because I'll do it here. Let's go. Private number, you in the building. So the fools that,
hanging up that shit.
So the fools that have it, they have it saved, huh?
Yeah,
fool.
Die hard fans.
Salute to the homies that called in. But the other vatos, fucking
wild. Nobody has the number. You didn't put the number. Oh, shit. Hold on. We're going to put the number up. The wonder why it's been slow. I was like, man, usually he'll be calling and calling. These are all the trolls. Snowman Temps. Save our number and shit. It's crazy.
Hold on. Oh, this is 805. Let's go. 805, you in the building.
I was calling in to say when Maniac spoke about or Cholo Juan spoke about the red flag, he spoke about the red part of the Mexican flag, speaking about the culture, and that's why he represented it. No, just when he made his reaction, he spoke, he said the red was just to represent the Mexican flag, just the red part of the Mexican flag for the blood that was spilled for the culture.
That's crazy. I didn't think about it that. Then why didn't he wear green too? Or white?
That's true. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, he could have been. I wear green because I want to represent the Irish clover. Come on, dog. He did what he did, bro. He did what he did. He came on the troll.
Yeah.
Came on the troll.
Yeah, stay up, guys. Good stuff, Yeah. I'm watching, tuning in, good stuff.
Okay, I appreciate you, bro. Thanks for calling in.
Is number up?
Yeah.
Yeah, the number's already up. It's right there, 213-419-0099. Answer him. I got to use the bathroom real quick. Just press the green button.
Okay, when they call in? All right, cool. The number's on the board. Call in if you want to call in. Hell yeah, we had a good episode. What you mean?
Yeah.
We had a real good episode. Wow, you broke our current viewers got to 2,500. Previous to that was 2,260. So
that's right.
You broke Cholo Juan. Cholo Juan was second. Lefty's first. Now it's different. Now it's you, Lefty, and then Cholo Juan. So you broke Cholo Juan's viewers. Yeah,
that's right.
And you don't even got an Instagram. Motherfuckers talk like they popping, but you don't even got an Instagram. You don't even got a name. I mean, in the streets, what I'm saying as far as the internet shit.
Yeah, it's more
I don't even see your boxing up there. Nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, shit, stick to the TikToks, homie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you got a TikTok? I need to open mine back up. But yeah, I mean, that was dope, man. Oh, we got a super chat, $2. I can't read what it says. I don't know what it said. But yeah, I mean, the current viewers, man, we almost got to 3,000 current viewers.
Yeah,
that's a lot, man.
Appreciate we made that, homie. Like,
yeah,
it means more than in a lot of different ways. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, it was $10 super chat. Hey, I don't know if you posted the right number because nobody's calling in, and not even the troll. So I don't think it's the right one, or I don't know. It's okay. Unless you got it on silent. Huh? I'm trying. Okay, here it is. Okay, we got a super chat right here. B-Town Mexican. That man went on No Jumper and tried to clown Blue Devil, saying that when a Sureño calls out another Sureño, it's automatic. But now he's making excuses for himself. That's true. That's true. On the No Jumper, yeah.
Yeah, he tried. Okay, so yeah. So he went on No Jumper and he did say that he called me out. But it wasn't a call out. It was all internet bullshit over fucking views and likes. But now we got it. Now we already setting up the fight. We're just waiting for the paperwork and the logistics and the shirts and all that. So it's going to happen. So I took care of my issue.
Yeah. Chuck 805 said, Snowman, we got another super chat, $20. It says from Foodie Loco. Fool, if you had an issue with Cholo Juan about the red rag, you should have got at him or got at a mutual homie that knows him and said what you felt instead of calling, wolfing over the phone. That's J-Cat activity. That was his opinion, yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, to that caller, Foodie Local, Temps said they already tried different lifelines and there was nothing there, right?
And we've been trying to, we tried last night too?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay. It says your shit's going to voicemail. They're calling. That's when I'm getting the word from Lovely.
Let me see.
And it's saying go to Google subscribe. I don't know what you got to do, my boy.
Let me see.
That's why we're not getting calls. There's a little glitch. We're not getting calls.
It might be good, homie. It might be good. Shit happens for a reason. I've been figuring that out lately. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sometimes. Hell yeah, man. It's a great episode, man. I hope you guys get something going and you could do it that way. I think it's dope too. And I'm not trying to be, because I ain't a fucking, I'm a homie myself, so I'm not a preacher or nothing like that. But at the end of the day, if you can settle it in a certain way like this, it's actually better than resorting to an extreme, something that could get real extreme. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Let's be real. I mean, a lot of people young homies don't see it that way because they ain't as old as we are. They don't see it that way. But when it's two sides or two strong sides and it could go somewhere else, it's better to just nip it in the ass full and just,
exactly.
You feel me? That's what I would have told that caller. Like,
see, this is the thing though too. I mean, when we go back in our times too, like, it doesn't matter when, fool, like, fools will pull up on you, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure, dog.
If you say something or you call somebody out or anything, homie, like, the way I grew up, homie, if anybody said something, they were coming. You know what I mean? And vice versa, homie. They never lied, homeboy. You know what I'm saying? So I always stuck to that code. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I tell you I'm coming, I'm coming. If you tell me you're coming, then I'm waiting, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they're coming. You know what I'm saying? They'll always come, homeboy. But times are different. Everybody has a different program. Everybody does things differently. Sure. I mean, people, you know what I mean? They use the internet to just continue to talk shit like that fool. You know what I mean? Continue to make videos. You didn't see me making any, like, I wasn't here trolling, making videos of this fool. Like, you know what I'm saying? I came here first. Like, hey, I'm coming. I'm here. This is where I'm at. Like, you know what I mean? I'm a man of my word, homeboy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
man of my word, homie.
That's how it's supposed to be, dog.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, I think it's cool that way. I don't see anything wrong with it. I think it's better to nip it in the ass sometimes. And this way, at least, if it doesn't happen, then at least then he knows, he's got to step back and just chill. That's just the way it is, bro. I grew up. I think I'm older than both of y'all. I think so. Yeah. So I grew up in the 80s and 90s, you know what I'm saying? So
where everybody was held accountable.
Oh, hell yeah, dog. Yeah. So a lot of people like that with me because they say, oh, you look younger and stuff, but I was there too. I seen it crack off, dog,
Who say you look younger, dog?
I know, don't they? Come on, dog.
Nah, just kidding.
But yeah, I mean, I remember, dog.
You're talking about
those days were different.
Most gangsterous times, homie.
Those days were different, dog.
I couldn't even roll with my brother. I couldn't even go somewhere to the store, homie, because I mean, they had to worry about getting shot at, or it was Mando. I never. That's the part that always bothered me growing up. Like, hey, why can't I go with you guys? They're like, fool, if you ain't gonna get shot, you're gonna get pulled over, homie. One or the other. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you ain't gonna get shot up, you're definitely gonna get stopped by the huras. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's facts.
For sure. No, it's just different back then.
Yeah.
I like the early '90s.
Hell yeah, homie. That's why we are the way we are now, homie. You know what I mean? So it's just like that shit just doesn't go away, homeboy. You know what I mean? Like, we were raised a certain way, and we.
All right, I set it up, but if it there it goes.
Uh-oh. There you go. Right. Oh, it's gonna go. Yeah, it's been going.
Here we go.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so let's go. 909, you in the building.
What's up, Blue Devil?
What's up, bro? What's up? How we doing?
What's up with Snowman?
Right here in the building, homie.
All right, I send mine. This is homie Tootie. I just wanted to send mine to him.
Mucho gusto, homie. Appreciate you.
Salute to you.
And the rest of the homies right there too.
Hey, igualmente, homeboy.
That's right. Keep doing your thing, dog. Just keep pushing and fuck what all these haters got to say, dog.
That's why we're here.
That's right. All right, you guys have a good one, dog.
Igualmente, homie. Buenas noches.
All right.
Private caller, you in the building.
Boy, so Popeye. Me go. Give me some talk. Yo.
Shit, blood in, blood out, or what?
Salute to Vallero Graphics in the building. The homie dropped a $20 super chat. Did you read it?
I don't read it.
No, I didn't say nothing. It's just a salute.
Yeah, shout out to the homie, you know what I mean?
Vallero Graphics, let's go. Private caller, you in the building.
Hey, shout out to everyone in the building.
Yeah.
Shout out.
I do got a question for Snowman. Hey, saludos. And I do got a question for you, my boy. And this is a little bit off topic, though, but rest in peace, the homie, well, not your homie, probably, from Blackie Fontana.
Nah, he is homie,
did you grow up with that fool?
Nah, he's from the hood, homie. That's solid gente right there, homie. I knew Blacks the whole time. He would come different places, homie. He did his thing, but he was a real one too, homie. You know what I mean? He was a real one, homie. If you wanted to fade, if you wanted to catch those hands, homie, hey, he'd pull up, dog. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he's a real one. That's the homie from the hood right there, homie. Always.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, my boy, did you ever come out in any of these videos?
Not the videos, homeboy. You know what I mean? But I've been to he's been to a lot of shows and shit, and I always had his back right there too. You know what I'm saying? He would go in different areas and different states, and I'd make sure homeboy was good. You know what I mean? Certain areas. You know what I mean?
Shit, that's right.
He was a real one, homeboy. He was real. And then you'll never disrespect that fool. And that motherfucker always said where he was from, homeboy. You know what I mean? With pride, homie. You know what I mean?
All right, my boy. Thanks for calling in.
We got this super chat from El Jesus, $10. Says, Snowman, what are you trying to prove? At the end, it's all entertainment stuff, homie. Just kick back and enjoy the show, homie. Shout out from the Stockton Gente. Thanks,
right,
thanks for the $10 super chat.
909, you in the building.
Yo, what's up? This is Rex from Fontana. Shout out to all the homies on there. I send my full blast.
Igualmente, homeboy.
Keep doing you guys. Big dance, homie. Much love to all you guys right there.
I appreciate it, homie.
Gracias.
Salute to you.
You guys have a good night. Enjoy yourselves. And get to your destination safely.
Gracias, homie.
For sure, bro.
This
Thanks for calling in, my boy. Appreciate it.
NHL.
All right, let's go.
Appreciate you.
Private caller, you in the building. Yo.
Snowman.
It's cracking, homie.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you coming and sharing, awareness, homie, and stepping up, my G,
Hey, somebody's got to, homie. You know what I mean, there's got to be a point, homie, where somebody's got to say something, homie. You know what I mean?
That's right, homie. And I feel you 100%, homeboy. You know that.
Hey.
And you're right, homie. And you're right.
Simón, homie, appreciate that, homie. 100%, homie. Gracias.
All right, homeboy. Have a good one.
Salud.
909, you in the building. Hello.
Yo.
Yeah, you want
question? I just had a couple questions. I just wanted saludas to Blue Devil, 200 boys. I enjoy what you guys are doing. I had a question though for Snowman and Temps. I just on the real. If Temps, that sweater though you got and where it's at, it's nice.
I appreciate it.
Where you get that at? For sale.
One of the homies got it done.
For sale, like is it just like a one of a one or?
No. It's just something made. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm sure if you go under my Instagram, you'll see who did it.
Oh, okay. And gracias. I appreciate that. Thank you.
A ti.
And the Snowman, I just wanted to see what do you got on your head right there? You can see a little bit, but like what you got on top of that head right there.
Always represent the Futana, homie. That's that big Futana right there in the head.
Okay.
I'm proud of where I'm from,
I
homeboy.
see that. All right. You guys have a good night.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. I appreciate it.
323, you in the building.
Hey, yo, what's up? Hey, the world.
What's up, doggy? How we doing?
Hey, chilling, homie, from Falcon.
Salute.
Hey, my boy, quick question. Where's the homie from? He's from Santa Anita?
You didn't watch the video or what?
I heard the last episode, my boy. I heard that I was busted with one of his homies, but he's from Santa Anita. I was busted with one of his homies, bro.
No, Santa Anita is Orange County.
Yeah.
You're
cutting out, doggy.
Next caller.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go to the next one.
760, you in the building.
What's up, Blue Devil?
What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up? I had a quick question for Snowman.
What's cracking, homie?
What's up? Hey, I need Price Picks to sponsor you, Snowman, for that fight against Cholo Juan. I got $10K on it too, bro.
Hey, I appreciate the love, oh boy. Appreciate it, homie.
Fuck yeah, you're gonna give him fucking 110 strikes and shit.
Hey, hopefully there's people who put up the money, homie.
For sure. Well, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you picking up Blue Devil. And shout out Big Temps.
Shout out, homie. Gracias.
All right,
And a peanut.
Appreciate you, dog.
Too,
yeah,
we got another super chat. Mr. V Games and Toys, $20. Thank you, man. It says shout out to everybody here. We got another super chat, $5. It says, has Snowman been to prison? Because Cholo Juan certified he was in there putting in work real soon.
We're not going to answer those questions.
Yeah. Leave all that shit for the birds.
Yeah, we're not answering those questions.
And anybody else's super chat I see in here says that I didn't answer a couple of them. Well, the fucking comments are going so fast, and then the super chat leaves.
And the numbers, too.
Yeah, I apologize if I missed a couple.
I can pop them up at the end for you if you want. I'll sit over there and I'll pop them
I did see that one sending their love to the neighborhood, my neighborhood, and then sending one,
was that Edie Amin?
No. I think it was something.
See, I missed that one too, and I
forgot
missed
the name, but I did see that one.
Edie Amin. That's his name on here. So my bad. I can't see him anymore. You can see them all.
Yeah.
We'll go back and I'll try to read some. But if I don't get to him, man, don't don't get your panties in a bunch. That's it. We good?
No, well, it's
still ringing up the hood.
I'm gonna just take a few more and that's it. All right. 213, you in the building?
What's going on, Blue Devil?
What's going on, doggy?
Am I still on the live?
Yeah, you.
Yeah. What's up, homeboy?
Hey, what's up, brother? Hey, good now, man. I hope you guys are having a good time over there, boy. But I just telling you.
Oh shit! He must have hung up. 323, you in the building? Yo, 323.
Yo. Fuck the hater world. It's Snowman. Bust their ass fools.
And then.
Hey, catch my fade. I'll run one with Snowman, and the other one could run it with Cholo Juan. I'll beat the fuck out of both of y'all. Bust their ass fools.
Who'd he say?
Who? Say again?
I said I'll run one with, and Cholo Juan will run. I'll guarantee you I can beat the both out of both of y'all bitch ass fools. Run that. What's up?
Right, let's go. Next caller. 310, you in the building?
Hey, what's up? What's up, my boy? This is JB right here from the west side of South Central, my boy. Much love to you fools right now, dog.
Hey, saludos, homeboy.
Also, hey, what's up, my boy? Shout out to the IE. Shout out to the fucking San Bernardino County. Oh, look. I want to give a shout out to all the Red Rag Sureños out here, my boy. Out here on the west side, Culver City, over there in the harbor area. Weedmont, all the Red Rag homies putting it down still for the south. You know what I'm saying? And I'm out. Gracias.
That's right. Yeah, shout out to all the homies out there. You know what I mean? I know a lot of good homies from out there.
Yeah, for sure. All right, that's it. No more phone calls. That's too many already. It won't stop. It won't stop.
So what everybody?
Well, everybody knows what it is. You know what I mean? Everybody knows.
Deal now.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll just go from there.
No more words to talk, homeboy. Let's. You know what I mean?
That's it.
Let's make it
All
happen.
right. So look, after this, I'm not gonna bring it up no more. It's a dead issue for me and for our platform. Right, Opina?
Yeah, we done.
For our shit is done.
It's done with. Yeah.
Now, whatever you got going on with him, and then he wants to tap in with you and fix that, then he knows the avenues to get at Big Temps or Big Temps people. Yeah. Like I said, we took the phone call here and it spiraled into all this bullshit. But after today, since you came up here, said your piece, you said what you wanted to say, you figured that out. Our platform, it's over with that shit.
Yeah, we're done.
The shit that me and Cholo Juan have, that's going to happen. We're working on that. That's in the future. But other than that, any last words you guys want to say before we end this live?
Salute to everybody watching, homie. Salute to everybody that called in, and I mean, we got a lot of love and a lot of support, homie. So that's always that's solid right there, homie. You know what I mean?
How about you, Temps? Anything you want to say?
Just want to send my love to all the fellas. You know what I mean? All the real ones, all the ones, all the solid individuals. You know what I'm saying? The one that carries the same beliefs and morals as us, and that's it.
We got to get you back on here, dog, for your music shit and get real deep into what you got going on.
Let's do it.
We'll set it up here. We're pretty booked for the next couple months, but I'll figure it out.
I'll see you guys in November.
Yeah, I think we might be. Yeah, we open up.
Yeah,
I think we should.
I'm gone in October. I ain't gonna lie. I bought them Joe Coyas.
Oh hell yeah, bro!
I bought tickets.
Best ones, homie.
So everything's sold out in SoCal.
Yeah.
He's Filipino,
Yeah, for sure.
Long Beach and Hawaii sold out. That's the West Coast. But
I've been to 3 of his shows. I mean,
yeah, so I'm gonna fly out to Boise. I bought the tickets for October 26th. I'm flying out to Boise with my wife and I'll go watch him there. And it's actually in Nampa. Yeah, I got the good seats too. I just bought the tickets yesterday, so I'm excited. October 20th is dope. Fly out there, kicking and
enjoy yourself, homie.
Yeah, I can't wait, dog. So probably we'll try. I want to be part of the interview, so I'll probably do it before then.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Be gone that week. Yeah, we'll set it up.
All right, that's it. I ain't got shit else to say. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. With that being said, we out this bitch.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
You gotta be grateful. You need haters. What is you complaining about? What do you think a hater's job is? To hate. So let them do their goddamn job. What the is you complaining about?
16 killer track with the mix.